Prince, thank you very much for the host, dude. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that the host thing doesn't pop up anymore. For some reason, it doesn't seem to notice hosts outside of Beam. But I'm sure they'll fix it shortly. We never said you were as a skivvy. We just said, like, because you're really good at making tea. You're obviously a connoisseur. So, just thought you'd enjoy making a cup of tea. Jesus. Anyway, let's get back into it. Let's play the game. So this one we've already read. Let's read the note from Megan, see what she's been creeping in. I don't like the fact that she's crept in here during the night time and left us a note in the first place. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. I was able to sell most of it. Here's what's left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Whale oil is expensive and under Imperial rationing decree, but you know that. Wow. So how much did you give me? 100 buckaroos? That's not bad, Megan. Considering it's not our stuff and you never had to give us anything anyway. I do believe you're a very nice lady. Exactly. Mel looks like a maid. Very true. A long day in Dunwall, the travel log. Dishonored. Oh yeah, these update, don't they? Forgot that these things update. The Void, Investigation, the Admire Institute. I've been watching Megan Foster closely. For now, I've decided to trust her. Without her, I'd probably be like Emily, trapped in Delilah's magic. So for now, there's we read this bit. Anton Sokolov will be joining us soon. He's managed to get himself abducted by the Crown Killer. Okay, this is new. Megan Foster says he was last seen being dragged towards Admire Institute. My guess is the killer is a patient. I thought the killer was a patient as well until we spoke to the doc and she was fucking batshit crazy. Maybe he needs some treatment, but how could a murderous lunatic be able to come and go to do the Duke's dirty business? The chief alchemist there. Oh yeah, we did read that. Okay. This little fella. The Crown Killer is no more. Next. Jindosh. Alexandria Hypatia. They call her the saviour of miners. Duke Bell used this doctor's own serum against her. Turned her into an instrument of fear and death. But I was able to cure her. The Crown Killer is gone forever. Still, Hypatia knows what she's done. What that serum released in her. And there's no cure for that except time. Sokolov wasn't at the Admire Institute. He's been taken by a rival natural philosopher, Karin Jindosh, the grand inventor, maker of the clockwork soldiers. They say Jindosh is more ambitious and more twisted than Sokolov ever was. That's going to be pretty hard because Sokolov was fucking bonkers in the last game. Like he was really twisted. He was taking people out of the slums that weren't infected and experimenting on them. That shit's pretty twisted. Sokolov is the greatest mind the Empire's ever known, and I want him on my side. Because if he's working for Jindosh, it might be very, very bad. The Dreadful Whale, what a weird name. This boat makes sleep hard to come by. I'd prefer being tossed by a storm and the endless lapping of inconsequential waves. I remember sailing from nation to nation during the rat plague all those years ago. Jessamine so hopeful, counting on me to negotiate help from the other isles, thinking I had the skills and diplomacy, thinking others saw in me what she saw. I failed, and I failed her again on my return. Now it's Emily who needs me, but I'm older. I can feel it like a heaviness, sand in my joints. I miss my daughter. At least she was there during the bad days, drawing and telling stories in the Hound Pits pub. Oh, that's a nice little nod to the drawings. So I've got the notes to Dr. Hamilton, all that stuffs. These are all stuff that we know about and we've read before or listened to. Okay, I'm muting you. Yeah, thanks. Hey, Sam, how you doing, buddy? Lurk mode engaged by Job Lucas. No worries, dude. Right, so we're here.
Say up in Tilia. Watch the faces of those who bow the most deeply, or some such.
Okay, I mean, it's creepy that he just stood outside my room, honestly. I like the fact that we've got Dr. Hypatia on board with us. Let's see what our objective is. Just talk with her. That's fine, we can do that. Do we have, before we go any place and do anything, we got 4 runes that are carried right now. I'd like to be able to blink further if that's a thing. Hey yo, is that it? Greater blink, extend the range of blink. That's huge. Which one's which though? This one? Oh no! Wait. If I say no, hey. Click here. Okay, yeah. Blink assault, throw enemies to the ground by attacking just as blink ends. Unaware enemies are assassinated normally. Aiming blink at an enemy and attacking just as the blink ends will deliver a powerful front attack, throwing an enemy forward. What if you don't want to assassinate them though? That's kind of shitty. I really want to get this one as well, so time stops when you're doing it. But first of all, we'd definitely get into blink further. You okay, gorgeous? Oh, you did me a tea?
Well, yeah.
It wasn't me that asked either, was it? It was Zayo.
It was you that asked.
I never asked.
Zayo just agreed with you.
Well, he's a mod. Oh, she's making a cup of tea thanks to you chaps. That's the quickest I've ever had a cup of tea made for me. Maybe we should punish her more often in this stream.
You might want to talk to Hypatia before we head out.
Oh,
She's taken one of the rooms. Just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Admire.
Yeah, that's cool. No worries. So, Hunter's finished this game now, which is great news because it means I can go a little bit faster. I've said to you guys, I'm not going to look for X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to like labour over the point of trying to get every rune and everything like that. I'll try, I'll take a look. I'm not going to completely avoid the runes because we might need them later on to advance. However, if there's one that's particularly tricky to get to, we're just going to skip by it. We'll go move on to the next one. We'll grab what we can as we come past. I'm not going to try to avoid any lore or anything. And we are going to have the second playthrough on YouTube as well. So the second playthrough is going to get everything that I failed to get the first time. It might be a little bit slower. So we're going to speed this one up and slow the next one down. Maybe. And if we get low chaos on this playthrough, Emily's going to be a stone cold killer and we're going to slaughter as many people as we can. Just to see a different side to the game, right? Anyway, I digress. We are Corvo Attano. During the engine room, another week, another leak. I wasted hours on it and couldn't get it to stop. I'll shut off the water. I'll shut the water off, assuming I can find the crank wheel. Something to deal with once Sokolov is safe. Check the bridge, done. Hold down oil, done. Buy onions, done. That's a nice little maintenance list. Stop the leak. Find the crank wheel. Okay, we'll do that as well. Oh yeah, I got the heart out because I was halfway in saying like Hunter's finished the game now, and he said remember to use the heart. So we're going to use the heart and we're going to exhaust it on all the main characters. We're not going to worry about heart in every area because it's just a continuous loop of babbly bullshit. It's interesting bullshit the first time you listen to it, but it seems like it's babbly bullshit.
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you.
Which means you can finish the game. What? Exactly. I mean, yeah, I could have anyway. Hunter would have just muted the game and had the chat up because he's a trooper like that, but I had other stuff I was doing anyway, in all honesty. Oh, I didn't realise it was a race, otherwise you would have been done already. It would have been a day one finish.
Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain.
Ooh, what was she?
It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend. The happiest time she'd known.
See, I think we were a childhood friend, maybe.
Megan, she can be trusted to a point. But I cannot see past the anger.
Yeah, it's going through the same stuff that we learned last
She
time.
can hide things.
Oh well, you know what? We are going to exhaust the heart every time we see her. Just in case there's that little snippet that's different.
There was always hunger back then, on the streets of Dunwall. Hunger and fear. She learned to be brutal to survive. Back in Dunwall, she almost killed the crime boss called Slackjaw. Once, while he was getting a shave.
Thanks, gorgeous. Close my door though, okay?
Yeah, love you.
Love you too.
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Hey,
Some nights, she wakes choking, hearing the screams of a young girl, watching her mother die.
a young girl watching her mother die. Is that reference to Emily watching Jessamine die? Oh, is she one of the guards?
I can tell you that for years she was a smuggler, and worse before that.
Oh, is she? Who's that? No, because we killed her. Oh no, we let her go.
She has not always chosen her companions wisely, but she truly cares for Sokolov.
Is this dude's right hand woman?
I can see why she cares so much for Sokolov. Both of them are trying to atone for their past. But maybe there are things beyond forgiveness.
This is what we're trying to figure out. Who is Megan? I'm thinking now, I'm starting to believe now that I don't want to spoil DLC for people, but if you're here, I'm guessing you've already played the DLC in the other games. I'm starting to think now that maybe she is the girl that I let live in my Dowd playthrough. Dowd's right hand girl. I forget her name.
I will not reveal. She may tell you in time.
Oh, I thought the first time I'd done this as well that she said, the heart said, she's got secrets that I can't reveal. Like meaning that she had some void power, but
It was not her hand that held the knife.
it was not her hand that held the knife, it was Dowd's hand. It's pointing towards that, but now I've got that in my head, everything's going to reference that.
Her young friend had survived the attack all those years ago.
Oh man.
She was a woman formed of 3 fathers. A drunkard, a killer,
Dude.
and an artist.
Sokolov. A drunkard. It is her, isn't it? It is! No, it's not. It sounds like it could be.
She fell in with the wrong crowd.
Yep, wrong crowd.
In Dunwall.
Yep.
The things she did. She can't forgive herself.
That's the, yeah, old Billy. It doesn't look like her, but
She was with them on that day.
everything's referencing the day that Jessamine was killed though. She weeps. She wakes up to the screams of the girl that watched her mother die, blah blah blah, it was not at my hand. Everything seems to be that way, right? It's, to me, that's Billy Lurk. Or, I know it's got to be, because it says I was there, or she was there, or blah blah blah.
Haunts her dreams, like a father to her. A man with a scar. He hides himself, even from me.
Did Dowd have a scar? I don't think the outsider's got a scar.
Has a greater destiny. Beyond.
Hey, Mr. Bonky, get off the wiki and don't reference anything in the wiki.
I've told you her secrets. Ask me no more.
Oh, okay, we exhausted it. We did
We're
get
stronger.
a few more snippets out of
Is
there.
it a sign of recovery?
As if she's emerged from a long, black dream. The spirit has been unburdened, and she's gaining strength each day.
Guard, trying to keep me from leaving.
There's a sense within her of what she's done.
Oh shit, that would be.
I do. All these faces and the Duke's voice lulling me, and feeling her push me down into sleep.
Oh shit, that must be horrible. A split personality with the evil one is winning.
Patient's mood improves. She looks forward to seeing Patience again. Already, she's thinking about an old patient suffering from boanthropy. She wants to know how the woman is progressing. The patient studied at the Academy of Natural Philosophy under Pierre Joplin and Anton Sokolov.
Hey, Joplin.
The man brought his dying son by boat, braving the rocks. She watched, helpless, as the soldiers drove him away. She cares for patients, treats them with compassion, often refuses their money. For years, she studied in Dunwall before returning to the south.
I love squeezing this heart and getting lower. It's a great little feature.
She has a special interest in the lung and eye conditions prevalent in the Dust District. I've told you all there is to know about this woman.
Okay, well, we'll go talk to you.
You're here.
I am.
Stay with me a moment.
Okay, let me turn this shit off first then. Weak.
Hypatia, what can you remember? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He might be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I
But the
liked
cheese
him,
man?
but something bad happened.
Yeah.
Just snatches of memory.
Killed him, girl.
Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Adamire. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Okay? Don't turn that back on. I just turned it off. You better leave it alone.
My dreams are still filled with visions, some of which I'd sooner forget. When I first got here, I was in a daze. But I'm feeling better. I'm not sure how long I'll stay here, but I appreciate being away from Adamire.
Hey, don't back me into a corner. Nobody puts Reepsy in a corner.
A few days' recovery has helped. It might be the salty air or the rocking of the boat. Maybe just being around good people again.
I think we should smash all of this stuff. So she can't make her daft drugs, because she's a... We're doing this to help you, girl. Okay? You're a recovering addict. She's fucking clever as well. Nothing. Anything that you can put anything in is getting smashed. Bedpan, smash. On a boat with friends, I believe. I slept, thankfully, without the usual nightmares. Perhaps the sea air does me good. Captain Megan Foster brought me some tea earlier. Such an interesting woman. She seemed to understand about my strange, disjointed memories and the feelings of dread that accompany them. As soon as I'm able, I must return to Adamire. So much of the last few months seem a blur. What was I accomplishing? What for my research into the serums and the black spittle? My work was so easily derailed. I can only conclude that I was suffering from a complete exhaustive breakdown. I will need time to recover. Well, I mean, it's good that she doesn't know what happened, I suppose. Hey, 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 hey. No, close her in there. Don't close
Megan
me.
must be up on deck.
Again, where did you go, girl? I don't want to go up on deck yet. I want to do the... Board Megan Foster's skiff? No. Stop the leak. Sprung a leak in the engine room. Show me the engine room. Right here. Hey-oo! There's our leak. And... there's a book. A Book of the Abel House. Chapter 4. Is this the one that we needed? This chapter will focus on Editha Abel, steward of Colorol. With a sword in hand, she swept the marshes of raiders, sacrificing her life for Serkonos. We will provide a newly uncovered insight to the exploits of Rabinos Abel, who built the ornate wooden bridges of Sagunto. No, we read this one. It's number 2 that we're missing, right? Let's dark magic this shit. We got to find a valve. Hey Lego, how you doing, buddy? Ooh. A Shindari gift, a study. Not all places who suffer loss equally. Fellow natural philosophers can and you've oh yeah, that's wind power. We read that one. We read pretty much everything on this boat. Why is it not showing me my optional objective? Hello? Hide the marker. There we go. Now we're only going to see this one. The crank wheel for the flow control valve is missing. There should be another one somewhere on the ship. Great. Do we even crank valve? That's a good painting, Sokolov. It's a good painting. Well done. This was old Sock's room. We smashed this place up. That's not going to be any different, is it? A reflection on my journey to the Pandician continent. Number 4. 2 dead on our first day. Yeah. Number 2. Is this it? We were only miles from shore, but our approach was marred by numerous hidden reefs and jagged rocks. They lay shallow, and we spied 2 vessels that succumbed to them some time ago. The remaining crew was uncharacteristically silent as we edged by the weathered wrecks. The first mate declared a particularly narrow channel to be unpassable, but the captain dispatched 10 crewmen to the submerged coral. Coral, not corral. You think they've got fucking horses in there? No. Submerged coral with sledgehammers. Thereafter, each chest deep in water, they pulled the Antonio Aquilo into the tiny channel with ropes. It proved a marvellous solution. Oh yeah, just smash up all the local coral, why not? However, just as we were about to lower the rope ladders, tragedy struck as the men were beset by a school of reef-dwelling eels. Apparently the toxic bite quite powerful. From the railing we could see them swarming the men, who begged us for aid before succumbing to the paralytic effects of the toxin. Within moments, all were still in the water. We continued on in silence, and by sunset we had cleared the bars and put the anchor in a bay with a red rock beach and emerald overgrowth beyond. I confess, I was near giddy to put my feet on land again. The smell of ripening fruit and warm earth was pleasing to me as a cherished vintage. We gathered wood and made fires and indulged in some tinned meat and lemons from our stores. How good it was to slumber on the beach with the crackle of embers nearby, having finally escaped the cramped and damp quarters of the vessel. We took turns with the watch and passed a quiet night. At last, we stood on Pandician soil. Okay, so that's the one that we missed, and then obviously a few more people died, and then more died, and Sokolov took charge, and we know how the story goes. Hey, Crankwheel!
Ramsey and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go.
Hey, we did it! Okay, I think we're done, right? No more soggy boat down here. We're good. So he started talking about the Crown Killer and stuff? Is it because we passed the board? Aha, yeah. So...
Those around you cannot see me. I am here and not here when you call to me. I heard a story once of a
You're not going to tell me about the Crown Killer?
in the fog. It had traveled with her across all the seas.
So he's locked up. He's locked up in our money room.
There will come a time when we must part.
As assassins go, the Crown Killer was messy.
Vulgar.
The Duke wanted people afraid.
We should become parted someday.
Oh man, she's still just talking nonsense. Stop it. Tell me about this newspaper clipping.
And that I treasure you.
No one should perish in the mines.
I wonder if you remember me as I was.
Nope.
Hypatia did terrible things under the influence of her formula, but she's free now.
She is free. Free to do whatever she wants and feels it's right to do. Oh, it's this one. Will Karnika's mechanical marvels conquer the world? Let's hope not. That's what we're about to go see once we get off
We'll
this boat.
find you, Anton.
Run away, buddy.
When this crisis has passed, you must promise to release me.
Oh, she's still just jibber-jabbing. Okay, we don't need to squeeze the
Jindosh
heart anymore.
invented the silver graph. Clever man. His invention's likely to outlive him.
Now, the silver graph, is that like an X-ray?
Clockwork soldiers must cost a fortune. If Jindosh finds a way around that, he'll make an army.
Well, all the big players are pointing towards Jindosh, so there's going to be plenty of... Who is that? Who's got big feet up there?
Jindosh lives in Upper Aventa. I'll have to take the carriage to reach his mansion.
Okay. Sounds good, so we went there, we done everything. Let's read about the basics. To all personnel, after last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor, Kiran Jindosh, circulated the following information related to his Clockwork soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. The Clockwork soldier is protected by armoured wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there's nothing protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. This is pretty cool. Okay, so we're getting the tips on how to deal with them. Destroy the wooden bits, get to its inside. Knock its head off, watch it go batshit crazy. We can't be knocking heads off, because we want to keep low chaos, right? So it's best to avoid or go for the squishy bits on the inside. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in the front and the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire. Okie dokie. If some fool is able to get close enough, there's a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, this means you get attacked. So we can't do that. We can't do the rewiring, we can't do the knocking the head off. Keep these things in mind. All the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. Okay. They can always be a liability. So can we unsee the things here? Wink. Megan, you back up top, girl? We fixed your damn boat, by the way. Do you think she's already at the skiff, just waiting? So impatient, wants us to carry on straight away. Free Megan Foster.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
Of all things, Grace says, wait, was that a poster of Bieber? It might have been. Skinny Bieber. That was a poster of Delilah. That's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments. And until next time, as always, take great care of yourself. Be good, be safe. And I will see you guys in the next one.